What's going on, everybody? Danny TERZO back with another showcase of another figure that I made, and it's another concept. I'm really digging these concepts, and it seems like you guys are too, because they just seem to fly out the door. And this one is actually a new concept that I've never tackled before. It's a Freddy concept. Now I'm on like a part 7 style kick, really rotted stuff kick, so obviously I incorporated some ribs, as you guys can see. But this is really unique because you guys can see it's like half long arm, skull face, part 7, burned, and just everything that anybody could want out of Freddy. And obviously it's on a Distress Labs dial, which we're going to get into. Let's start at the bottom. So we have a Distress Labs Never Sleep Again dial, and it's got green resin inlay inside the lettering, if I could focus. Now this is all textured to be like a street. It's got some, obviously, some newspaper crimplings and maybe some posters of missing kids. A little bit of debris in the back, and that's all there glued on. It doesn't move. Some wires. You know, really cool detail work. I like stuff like this, like integrated into the dials. It's really cool, and I love the jagged pieces and the shape of it. So that was really cool. I wanted something special to go with this figure as a dial, and this is what we got. And then it obviously has the cutout of the back wall, which is brick, but it's all made out of wood. It has some missing kids posters, some burn marks, spray paint lines. Over there, some spray paint. Over here, brick, and as you guys can see, it has a hole as if Freddy just came through, like, what's up? So this is kind of like, I feel like this is like Gang Street, like, kind of artistic style of Freddy. Like, it's kind of like one of those, if you were just, like, in your old neighborhood, if you grew up in some of the parts that I did and just saw some tag signs and stuff like that, and Freddy be chilling over there, that's pretty much what I feel. Alright, let's start from the boots. So these boots had added texturing. Let me actually just add the light a little bit more over here so you guys can see. As you guys can see, the boots have texturing, some blood on them. They've been heavily weathered. You know, you got the real shoelaces. Some really messed up pants. Full body sculpting. You can see his burnt skin that I sculpted with some burn marks. Some burn texturing with some blood. Obviously still fresh. This sweater has been customized. It's all custom. And as you guys come up, we come up to the sweater with all the custom cuts, you know, custom paint, custom weathering. It's customized beyond with the full body sculpting. As you guys can see, some ribs are showing, and they have depth to them, and they have blood, and there's some of his burnt meat hanging out with this burnt shirt. A lot of texturing, as you guys can see on this. Sculpted custom hand, burned with some blood. And over here we have the long arm. Oh yeah, with custom glove with real metal blades. And yeah, obviously this is posable, as you guys can see. You can swing it wherever you guys want. Up, down if you guys want that type of look, or if you guys want him kind of raised up like he's about to swing. I think we can get it even a little higher. There we go. I love that. So I wanted to do a one long arm, one regular arm. No, that concept's never been done before, especially with some exposed rib cages. I like the proportioning, took time with this. And it has a once custom skull face Freddy head sculpt that was laying around, and we just topped it off. Now I got a few other projects I'm doing with someone's head, but I'm going to be doing a lot of my own heads. Obviously, these are just stuff that I have laying around that I wanted to put to use. Before you ask me, this is sold. Didn't take no time. We have a hat here. The hat is removable. If I could, hold on, it's stuck on there. There we go. The hat is removable, and there's the Frederick. I had to repaint this on the, obviously the burn part and all that, not the frontal skull area, just to match the burned skin and stuff. As you guys can see, I had to repaint that. That's cool. So let's put the hat back on Frederick. And like I was saying, I'm gonna be doing my own head sculpts. Obviously I have my own runs with my own head sculpts and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be doing head sculpts that I will offer to the public just for heads. Like, I'm doing a full figure of my own Part 8. Jason. As you guys can see, that's got the head sculpt. Pure fire. And that will probably... No! That'll probably come with an Oz mask. As you guys can see, I'm making a mess over here. Then we have Officer Hoyt. I'm going to be offering these to be made for people. The prototype should be along the way. We had the first head sculpt painted, but I wanted to add more wrinkles, so I revisited the sculpt. More texture on the hat, if it can be seen. That will be offered. And a lot of my figures, you know, a lot of the runs are going to be coming with these bases over here. Like I'm doing a mummy one, and these, don't mind these holes. These are just where like extra hands go, stuff like that, and like stuff like that. Working on doing full custom bodies. Obviously they're gonna have articulation and stuff like that. So we are working on a bunch of stuff like Part 7s, Part 8s, 9s, as you guys can see. We're doing a lot of cool stuff with Distress Labs, doing a lot of cool stuff with Odell. Gonna be sculpted legs, and you know, we can do some really detailed work, as you guys can see the mummy with some scarabs inside his head. But yeah, all right, just to do it real quick, and then obviously we got this monstrosity of a sculpt that you guys actually just saw painted publicly. I showed some of the first proto head sculpts. Don't mind that white stuff, that's just resin over flashing that I need to take off. But yeah, so you guys saw this head sculpt painted, and that's actually more of a conceptual hat than accurate. I added more of a rim and some tear marks and stuff like that, but the hat for the run will probably be more silicone based, to be more cool and lifelike. And so that's just some of the things that we're working on. And then if we move over here, I wanted to show you guys the back, because no Part 7 conceptual Freddy doesn't come without a spine. So yeah, and obviously I like to do the shoulder pudged out like that on purpose, because he's extending his arms, so part of his shoulder should be extended just a tad. So I gave it a little bit of an interesting proportion. Nothing to, you know, you gotta keep the concept accurate. That's what you gotta do. You can't just not hit all the detail work. So that's what we're doing. And still, once again, I love the paint done by Distress Labs on this dio. It's really cool, man. It actually looks like a real brick wall. Takes talent to make something being made out of wood look like brick or metal or something. So kudos to him, man. And it's a pretty damn heavy dio, so a customer will be happy for sure. And he's actually commissioned me right now for another piece, so I will have to show that piece that I do. It's going to be a conceptual Myers, so let's see where it goes. But alright guys, until next time, stay sick, conquer your own collection, and tell me what you think about this guy down below. Peace.